welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody is tuning in nice and early. Big ups to everybody is watching on replay. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are back again for another video, another show of the Koora pod, the Monday episode. Souls, I hope he's going to be here. I don't know with this guy, bro. You know what I mean?
Such a fraud.
He is a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a... I don't know. He's all the names under the sun, bro. I can call him all the names under the sun, but he's not here. So
he's scared to get school. It's fine, man.
Bun this guy, bro. Bun this guy. Bun this Souls guy. He's a fraudulent piece of work, mate. But listen, we are here. Sami is here joining me. Big up to you, Sami, my broski. Hopefully you're doing good.
All good, man. All good. Thanks for the intro, bro. Hit the like button, guys. So, you want to talk about the game first?
Yeah, listen. We're going to discuss some stuff. Firstly, big up to Tamino. He says Koora is close to joining Arsenal. We'll be discussing that today.
Yeah.
Apparently, we've put in a contract or something like that. So we'll be discussing that today. She also says Arsenal submit Koora's offer. It is on new Isaac 91. New Isaac 91. That might be one of the reporters. Luthern saying, so do you agree if Arsenal Football Club not exist, then we'll be okay for our mental health? I listen, man. If I didn't support Arsenal, I'd probably have very good mental health, bro. But right now it's taking a toll, bro. It's taking a toll. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal Football Club, the gift that keeps on giving, man. Mad. Big up to Functioning Addict who says saved Arsenal from what? I listen, man. He saved us from embarrassment, mate. Yeah, he saved us from Southampton making TikToks about our team. Do you know what I mean? At least my defenders aren't on like the whole Southampton TikTok, and these men are putting like freaking broken violin sounds over him while he's talking, and then they're just, do you know what I mean? Big up to Odegaard, man. And he say he took shame out of his own eyes. Hit the thumbs up, people. Big up to Functioning Addict, man. Big up to you, my broski. Get out! Hey, you know what? Lutfel loves this one, bro. He loves that. Get out! He loves it. Have some hobbies outside of football. Yeah, listen, man. If I didn't have any hobbies outside of football, it would get real dark, bro. It would get real dark.
I would have been depression a long time ago.
Right, it would have been real dark. It would have been real dark. Like if I didn't have any, like if I didn't have friends, or I was just like only like watching football 24/7, it would be a bad day, bro. It would be a bad time for me, man. But luckily, I got friends, I got partners, I got stuff that I watch.
Life.
I mean, work. Do you know what I mean? Just life. So. Yeah, man, it takes my mind away, man. Do you know what I mean? Even though people at work want to start reminding me about stuff, I'm like, guys, I can't lie. Do you know what I mean? One of these ones, I'll start dropping one of these ones, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was that, mate? What was that? Yeah. There's no one on the phone right now. Yeah. Cheers, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Like, bro, start dropping one of them ones, bro, and then nobody's gonna talk to you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Big up to Ghost.88 saying you'll see the that Liverpool video car drove through all the people. Bro, what was this?
Haven't. I don't know what she's talking about.
What was the car drove through all the people?
So what happened there? Can somebody enlighten us?
Oh wow, it's here. Oh freaking hell! He drove through all the people in the Merseyside.
Is there any fatalities there?
I don't know. I think some people have been taken to hospital. It looks like, and they've arrested the man who's 53 years old, is what we're being told by the news. Prayers go out to everybody who has been affected by that, of course. Prayers go out to all of the Liverpool fans that have been affected by that, and just anybody.
You need to celebrate peacefully, guys. I mean, Liverpool is not one of those. What's going on here? There was one.
I can guarantee it's alcohol. Shut up.
I agree
It
with you.
gets once alcohol gets involved, it gets really messy, and then
You know
now
that's
you
why in Qatar they banned it in the vicinity of the
yeah,
stadiums because of this
because
shit, man.
you don't want to just do madness, but it's mad, man. It's mad. Um, Renee Slager, she is coach for Arsenal women's team. Only need half a season to win the UCL. Yeah, listen, man.
Yeah, big up, big up.
I wanted to go to
Man,
that parade,
I'm
bro.
gonna switch the woman team. Fuck the men's
No,
man. Fuck Arteta, man. I'm gonna go support the woman team,
hey,
man.
this man
Fuck
said,
that
bro, I'm
shit.
switching to the women's team, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
not
What's
watching the
up,
men's,
man?
man.
Fuck this shit, man.
I'm not
What you
watching the
talking
men's,
about?
man. I nah, but I can't lie, bro. It's. I was meant to go to that parade, man. I was meant to
Oh,
go
you
to the parade,
haven't?
man. Huh?
You haven't gone to the parade?
Nah, man. I woke up like 10 minutes before, bro. I don't live in North London, bro. So it takes me at least 45 minutes to get there, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I woke up like 5 minutes before it started, bro. So
It's
I
the
was like, yeah,
UCL,
man.
man.
Yeah, but by the time I get there, they'd already shown everything. They'd shown the trophies. The dog had come
Wrapped up, huh?
around. You know what I mean? And plus, I'd be way at the back, so I wouldn't even see anything. Like with parade, you have to get there early, bro. You have to be there like 7 o'clock in the morning, bro, waiting, bro, at the front of the line, bro. So you get to see the players and you get to see like, do you know what I mean? When they come down and do stuff, bro. That's, you know what I mean? It's gonna be mad, but. Yeah, Sada was at the parade today. Mad scenes happened. Prayers, like big up to you, Ali, man. Hopefully, prayers to anybody that was affected in that. Of
Yeah.
course, um, prayers to them and their families because that's mad. Ghost 88 says Romero World Cup winner, Europa League winner, 5 finals and 5 wins. Don't compare my CB to Saliba's ever again or Jabril. Listen, man. I'll be so real. Just enjoy your trophy in it. Enjoy your trophy in it.
The low key
Wow,
might be
what a great
fucked up.
fan you are. Mr. Lego, don't you dare ever, don't you dare, yeah? You absolutely fraudulent piece of work, mate. Yeah, don't you dare. Because watch him just come back and then start judging me now. How about this, yeah? How about like, listen, do you know what I mean? Come on, guys. I don't even know what that was, but come on, guys. Do you know what I mean? And then Marco says, spoken like a man who's seen so many parades. Big up, son. Nah, but bro, but I've attended,
What?
I'd say a good 7 parades. All of the FA Cups. I attended the Invincibles. There has to be like 6 or 7 there. Has to be 6 or 7. So yeah, man. Listen, I've been to a fair few parades, man. I've been to a fair few parades. Even when my dad wouldn't go, I'd go, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just on my own. So I've been to a fair few, bro. But listen, man, I ain't like these Tottenham fans, bro. Don't try and treat me like a Tottenham fan, yeah. Don't try and treat me like a Tottenham fan. Like as if I ain't seen parades, mate. I've seen parades, mate. I've seen parades. Oh, mate. Anyway, listen, big up to everybody, man. Big up to everybody. And let's just discuss that first because I know Sami had a little argument to put across. Sami,
Yeah.
yesterday, Ahwa, obviously I made the argument that Tottenham haven't had a better season than us based on their league finish. I
Yeah, I
personally
heard that.
think that the league finish is very poor. And I don't think the trophy eclipses that to make them have a better season than us, but you obviously think so.
Look, the nearest person had my logic was Sam, but I have a slight difference there in what sense? I'll tell you in what sense. So Tottenham, yes, they are 17th in the league. That's very very low standing in the league. Obviously, nobody's saying that's a good standing for Tottenham if they consider themselves in the top six. Arsenal, yeah, they are second. They are better in terms of possession in the league. They had a better in terms of performance, yes, But in terms of an overall season, here you're arguing a little bit of semantics. Who had a better season or successful season? This is the thing that you keep going back into. But for me, what you're confusing is the following. If you are saying who has a better possession as a football team for next season and stands as things stands, obviously Arsenal. Meaning that Arsenal has better. I mean, they are in a better position for next season, right? They have a better squad. Financially, they are better. They are more attractive in terms of attracting the stars of football compared to Tottenham, right? And there's no argument in that. But when it comes to successful or better season, obviously, when you don't end up with a trophy, you cannot tell me that you had a better season just because you're second in the league. Yes, you rate the top four. I personally consider that's a PR stunt from Wenger. So if I wanted to keep getting the top four for me, then why we sacked Wenger? Because he used to get us top four every year. I mean, we were like 16, 17, 18 years in the run in the Champions League because we were always ending up in the top four. So for me, that's not something tangible for the success of the season because I've seen it again and again and again. But what you were saying, or what you're trying to say, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, that Arsenal currently, as a football club, is in a better stance than Tottenham because Tottenham is 17th, Arsenal are second. Arsenal can attract better players and have better chance next season to win something compared to Tottenham, who's 17th and had an awful season, but they had a good run in the Europa League. So that's my take when it comes to successful season or not. I mean, it's bitter to say it, but Nando FC, I give it to them. They won the Europa League. It's a cup that we never seen before, so I give it to them. Big up to Ange. I mean, we said it last. I said it last episode. You know, he walked the talk. So
Yeah,
it is
listen.
what it is.
Listen, I understand your logic. It is similar to Hassam's, but the thing is, for me, yeah, and I'm not gonna sit here and do the PR thing for top four or anything like that, but it is still an important factor to get in European football. It's still an important factor to showing how strong you are in the season. Do you know what I mean? For you to finish higher, for me, it shows your consistency in the league. A team who finished 17th, who won a trophy, yes, they won the Europa League, 100% more successful season than us, but overall better. You just take into consideration for majority of the season they were upset. For majority of the season, on top of that, they had 20
They were
losses. They had 22 losses, which is, I think, a new record for the most amount of losses from a team to not get relegated. They also finished 17th. For me, I do look at it like that, where we're more better placed for next season and for us to maintain this level that we're at or get better. It's not as guaranteed, is it? For me,
yeah, their squad is shit compared to us. I agree
they've
with
won
you.
a trophy. They've won a trophy, but their overall performance in the season wasn't good. That's the reason why. I don't. For me, a trophy does not eclipse everything, unless it's the Champions League or the Premier League. If you won the Premier League, obviously there's no conversation here. Do you know what I mean? If you won the Champions League and even if you finish in that position, it's a different story because the Champions League is such a big trophy that it eclipses everything. Doesn't matter what you've done in that season. You could have lost all of the games and or drawn all of the games and possibly got close to getting relegated, and you could have been 2 points off getting relegated, but you still won the Champions League, and that eclipses everything because of the weight of the trophy. It's massive. But for me, a Europa League does not do that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Europa League is a trophy, and it got them to the Champions League, regardless where the position is in the table. And at the end of the day, history remembers winners. They don't remember runner-ups. They don't remember third place. They don't remember sixth place. They don't remember 17th place. They only remember Liverpool won this season. Who won the FA Cup? Crystal Palace won it. Who won the Carabao Cup? It's Newcastle. Who won the Champions League? We will see. Yet to be determined. Who won the Europa League? Is Tottenham against Man United. They dunked on them. It was a well, lousy game, but still, it's considered. This is what history remembers. So again, you're coming back to the logic. You're seeing it from this season perspective only. Yes, I agree. As an Arsenal squad, we are better. As a team, we are
But
better.
we're
We are
talking about
positioned.
this season, are we not?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
we're
we're
talking
talking
about this
about.
season. I'm saying, but the way you like to say it, in the grand scheme of things, right? Eventually, they yielded the same result that we did, which is qualifying to the Champions League. But again, we as a club are in a position that are more sustainable in terms of playing football, in terms of tactics, and the way that Arteta has set up this team. That they are strong enough to consistently putting such second three times in a row. So, yeah, it's not something to brag about, but still, it shows a little bit of sustainability in the squad. So you will be attracting now, I would say, the elite level players to win because you're only one or two players away from winning it. Do you agree with that? Right? We're just waiting for a
Yeah,
striker and left winger, maybe a third player, and that's it. We can win it. I mean,
yeah.
yes, Liverpool are getting Verts, and he's a magnificent player. Man City will also reinforce their team, but I think we're in a position to have a strong league next season, a three-horse race. If we
Mhm.
sign a striker, if that this is what I mean. You're looking at the current team is better than Tottenham. Yes, they are better, but in the grand scheme of things, like you like to say, Tottenham ended up in the Champions League, even though they were shit in the league. 20 losses or 22. I don't even remember their stat, but it's awful, man. It's not acceptable. Yes, the league is longer because this is where the fans are experiencing the losses and stuff. That's why they are upset. I agree with you, but I believe after they won that Europa League, a huge portion of their fans would say all is forgiven. I'm not a Tottenham Hotspur fan, but I think that would be their
Yes,
stance.
but but here's the thing. I don't look at it for what it means to the club.
Mm.
I just look at the facts of who had a better season. If we're taking into consideration, let's take into consideration everything. Yeah, trophy wise, we haven't beaten them on that basis. Yeah, we haven't
Hmm.
had a better season than them trophy wise. Yeah, but
Okay.
then wins wise, consistency wise, the being able to score goals, the goals
Mm.
wise,
Which I agree, by the way. I
our
agree.
goal difference wise, do you know what I mean? It's all better than theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Our position is second place
I agree.
because of our consistency that we've been able to hold. So for me, I don't think that a trophy like the Europa League will eclipse that. For them to get into they get the exact same thing as us, but all of
Uh-huh.
our stats for the season are better, and all of their stats for the season are worse and way worse. It's not even just worse, like a little bit. Like, let's say for instance, I even said yesterday, you know what? I'll even say I'll turn a blind eye and I'll say that Crystal Palace had a better season than us because at least there's a little respectable. I'm sure they're sitting in like top of the table. I'm sure they're sitting on top of the table if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Crystal
But they're
Palace.
not in the top
No,
four.
they're bottom of the table actually. Actually, no, I can't even say it for Crystal Palace. I can't even say it for Crystal Palace because
But
they're
even if
sitting.
they were at the top of the table, I mean, top half of the table, they're still not top four based on your
Yes,
logic.
but I still can because you getting into the top half of the table, you would at
Mm.
least amounted at least 60 points, or maybe around 58, around that kind of area to get to into the top half of the table. So for me, but Newcastle, 100%. Newcastle definitely had a better season than us. Liverpool, of course, had a better season than us. Chelsea, if they win, had a better season than us. Do you know what I mean? All of these teams. I would even have said this, even if it was Manchester United who won it. I would have said didn't have a better season than us. Do you know what I mean? So that's for me. I don't just look at the trophy and that's it. Oh, they won a trophy, so it's just that's it. They're better season than us. I also have to take in what you've done in the league, what you've done overall, like in this season. Do you know what I mean? Like I just for me, I just don't look at football that way. But it's a difference in opinion. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has differences in opinion. To be honest, and I can understand where you're coming from, but I just don't think that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, first, but this is all I wanted to say about it. I just think that you're looking at Arsenal are better than Tottenham in terms of, like you said, overall in the performance. You're talking about performance. If you're using the league position as a metric, then we're talking about performance, but we're not talking about if the season was successful or better. Because overall, what you want from a season is you compete in multiple competitions, cups, league, Champions League, etc., and you
Yeah.
want to win. That's the barometer for me. That's the the real tangible thing that I can say. Okay, hey, I had a successful season or a better season. And look at my trophy cabinet; it's increasing. But that's just me. Maybe a lot of people are thinking in the way you do, but for me, I don't know.
Next topic.
Yeah.
Chat to me, man.
Timestamp it.
Southampton game. Chat to me, Sami, man. Odegaard saves Arsenal, man.
Man, fuck Odegaard, man. He shows up in the last game, man. Where were you in the
man?
7 games? Where were you? In the past 36 games, where were you? You coming with a bang.
Listen, man. I told you, man. He's back next season, bro. I told you,
Look,
man.
I do hope so, man. I'm not against him, coming, but fuck, man. You come at
Can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing?
Tell me.
Southampton, Kevin De Bruyne, the greatest midfielder in the Premier League history, one of the greatest midfielders in Premier League history, couldn't score against this Southampton team, but Odegaard did, mate. Yeah, now I'll take that to the bank. Yeah, you could take that to the bank because I sure as hell can't, mate.
De Bruyne is 33, man, 34. De Bruyne already has a statue in
Show me the goal. Show me De Bruyne's goal away at Southampton, mate. Show me De Bruyne's goal away at Southampton, mate. Because my midfielder's got one, mate. My midfielder's got one, mate. Outside the box.
Listen. Odegaard is, he was shambolic this season.
Yeah,
don't give me this something, man.
You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is, man.
Shambolic to see this, just to cringe me even more that we know what Odegaard, where the heights of Odegaard, where he can reach, and you're only seeing this at the end, like, hey, listen, I can do it, but I didn't do it the whole season. Where were you, motherfucker? You're our captain. You're supposed to carry us when we needed you against the West Hams, when we drew the Brightons. We needed you there. Where were you? Aside, of course, the time that he was injured. But look, I hope that, is the continuation that he can get back to Odegaard that we know from 2 seasons back. But overall, the game, it's a good thing that we ended up in a win. Another record, I think, for Arsenal. It's like 14 seasons now in a row. They ended up winning the last game. It's not something to be proud of, but I read the stats. Yeah, but we always play good when the pressure is not there. I don't know, man. It's just one of those games that I really didn't care what the results were. Loss, win, or draw. I really didn't matter.
I can't lie. I kind of felt
it didn't matter to me.
Really care, bro. What happened?
It's a dead game. It's a dead rubber for me. I didn't give a shit. I just watched even like half of the game. I didn't even complete it because I really didn't care. I had more important things to do. But big up, Cali. Overall, what I want to say, Odegaard showed us a glimpse of what he can do, and he can bang the goals. And when you are, what's awful about it is knowing that not a single Arsenal player exceeded a 2-digit number in terms of goals. When is the last time this happened with Arsenal?
Yeah, 1923, 24.
Fuck, man.
100 I'm sure that's 101 years.
Shit, man. Yes, man. It's 100. It's a
101 years.
century, man. You know, it's not a decade. It's not two
No, no, it's
decades.
not 101
It's a
years. It's
century,
99.
man.
Is
Shit,
it
it's a
99 years?
century, man. It's a big, question mark. And see, 99 fucking
Crazy.
years, man.
It's
Three
crazy, bro.
generations, bro.
It's,
Three generations
it's
ago. This is
crazy.
Yeah, and look, Berta, he needs to fix this. He needs to fix this ASAP, man. I mean,
Mm.
I don't want to see no funky shit in the summer. Get us the striker. Get us what we need. Get us Eucharist. Get us, I don't know, Rodrigo, Liao. Get us something, man. We are craving goals, man. It's ridiculous, man, to see this. I never seen Arsenal in such a poor attack. And the what 20 plus years that I've been supporting the club, I've never seen this shitty attack that we have, man, right now. Absolutely shit.
It's insane, bro. And the thing is, yeah, for me, is obviously we won't spend too much time on Arsenal because we're going to speak about transfers, so we can speak about all of that stuff.
Mhm.
But we won't spend too much time because I actually want to talk about the other teams. But for me, when I look at how we're playing, yeah, and I'm just like, we have to change something. Like, it's not even just bringing in better players. I don't think that's the main issue. It's one of the issues, but that's not the main issue. The main issue is the tactics, the way we're playing,
Yeah,
how attacking the team is, how
Agreed.
free they are within their attack. Take the shackles off Arteta, because that's the main issue for me. Do you know what I mean? Is that these players look like they've got shackles around their ankles and they're not able to be just free to go out there and
Agreed.
express themselves in an attacking way. And this is the issue that we're consistently going to have. So unless we are able to change that, yeah,
Mhm.
unless we're able to change that, I don't think new players coming in are going to be able to get us over the line, because it's more deeper than that for me.
Look,
I don't know what you have to say about that.
Arteta is still inexperienced manager. He doesn't know how to, you know, get himself out of the mud when your team is falling down in terms of confidence, in terms of tactically you're getting outplayed by coaches. And I'm not saying big coaches like Conte, like Ancelotti or something. He does good against those big boys, but he fumbles against the mediocre-ish coaches and team. And
But
it's
Eddie
weird.
Howe's got his number, bro.
Exactly, Eddie
Eddie
Howe,
Howe's got his number, bro.
Ariola, or whoever, man. That's I don't understand that, and that's
We
where
beat Newcastle. I was like, oh my god, bro. I was like,
man.
whoa,
And we were
it's
wasting time.
crazy.
1-0. You shouldn't be in that position with the squad you have. Arteta needs to up his game, and I think he lacks also the players. I'll be honest. Havertz is not our go-to striker. Even if you create an abundance of chances into the box, I don't think Havertz would convert them to goals. To be honest, it's just we need those killers in the box. We need attacking mindset players. We have a lot of defensive mindset players, and Arteta is the guy who to blame for this, because he allowed all these defensive players to come in, but never brought an offensive player. The only player he brought was Trossard. Even Havertz, he brought him as midfield and then converted him into a striker. He's playing Marino up front. Of course, you're going to see such things, man. So the players are needed, and I think Berta needs to take the lead in this and sign what Arsenal really needs. And Berta did a very successful job at Atletico, and especially when it comes to the attacking position department. You can see the players they signed there. We're talking about Alvarez, we're talking about Suarez, Joao Felix. When everybody wants Joao Felix, he brought him there. So I really have a little bit of faith in this guy, but I just need Arteta to, back off and let the guy cook. You do the coaching, let him do the scouting, and then and the negotiation and the signing for the club. This is my take for the whole thing. And we need to get rid of the dead wood. The Sterlings, the Jorginhos.
Sterling's gone as of today, bro. He's gone, bro. They sent him back.
Yeah, man, Jorginho and all these.
Chelsea, man.
We need to get rid of all these
Chelsea,
players,
man. bro.
I think we still have some people that might come back, right? Like Tavares.
No, Tavares is gone.
Okay, there's still
Tavares
one
was
guy
gone.
on
I
loan.
would have hoped. I actually would have hoped that Tavares would come back.
What's his name?
Not
Lokonga.
not because. Sorry.
Lokonga.
Yeah, Lokonga's coming back. I actually wanted Tavares to come back because I think we can get more money for him now. I think
Lokonga.
if we no Tavares, Nuno Tavares is very good in the Serie A, and I think we could have gotten more money for him, but he's gone for like freaking I don't know what, like freaking 5 million or something like that. But we could have gotten more money for that guy now based on the performances that he's put out.
Yeah, he
Like
put some performance.
you could have gotten at least 10 to 15 for him, bro. Recuperate some of the funds that we paid for him, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, but here's the thing: when it comes to these players, like even even if you look at like Reece Nelson, he's been back with us because he got injured. So he's been back doing his rehab here, Arsenal. He's not been doing it with Fulham. So he's here as well. So we're gonna have to. I don't think he'll get sold. He'll be here next season
Yeah.
with the team. Lokonga is gonna be here. Freaking who else is gonna be here? Who else is coming back? I just saw somebody put in the
I think that's it.
Vieira, Fabio Vieira. Is
Ah,
he?
Fabio Vieira. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind him getting a little. Do you know what I mean? Couple of games, see what he can do. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think he's the level, bro. I just don't think he's the level
I
at
don't
all.
think he did well as well in Porto when he went there.
Yeah, they didn't want him, bro. They didn't want him, bro. That's bro. This is the kind of situation that we're dealing with, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the situation we're dealing with. Like they didn't want him, bro. They said you can have your guy back, bro. You can have your guy back. So listen, man, we're just in a really shitty situation at the moment with players coming back. But
why do you think it's taking long to get the signings? In your opinion, I mean, your car is not going to Man U.
to be honest, I wanna leave this until the end because it's gonna be a bigger conversation. So I don't want to start this now because it's gonna be a big conversation.
No, because it's related to the next topic, which is City, Chelsea, Newcastle making the UCL. I mean, do you think those clubs will sit down and relax and not sign anybody?
No, but it's not about them like signing anybody, but it's more about their achievements. Do you know what I'm saying? And for their players, like I think for Newcastle, it's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle is absolutely massive because now they don't have to sell Isak. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to sell him. So for me, I just look at it and I'm like, Newcastle have definitely gotten a plus in this because they don't have to sell Isak anymore. They can retain Gordon. They can keep all of these players because they can tell them, listen, we'll give you UCL football and we'll give you a new deal. By the way, Isak is going to sign a new deal now with them because they're going to have enough money now to be able to give him that contract that will suit exactly what the other clubs would have offered him. So he's going to be on bigger money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be in the Champions League playing at the top level. What is there to leave? What is there to leave? Do you know what I mean? Yes, there may not be a guarantee of winning it.
Look, man, even Man United are doing the business. They got Konya, and now they're going to get Buemo. I mean, they're out. They're not.
Thing, yeah, this Cunha one, yeah, it was done from ages ago. But this Mbuemo one, I've seen people screaming about it, but they've just made contact with Mbuemo.
Oh, it's at the price, 50 mil.
Yeah, the price is 50 mil. It doesn't mean that they're gonna go ahead with it. Man United are effed right now financially.
Not really. I mean, they're gonna sell Garnacho. They're gonna sell Rashford. Rashford is back, by the way. So Rashford's 40 mil.
But there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees that they'll get high prices for these guys.
Well,
guaranteed right now. Garnacho has been told to find a new club.
Mm-hmm.
He's been told to find a new club.
And Napoli are interested, by the way.
Napoli will come in for him. Marcus Rashford, you couldn't give this guy away. You couldn't give this guy away, bro. He went to freaking Aston Villa
I think it's because
on
of the high
loan,
wages.
but do you know what I mean? But the thing is, with a lot of these players, it's not guaranteed funds. It's not. And Man United still have the Adidas deal, which took away. They normally get 80 million, and they slashed it down to like 20 million.
From 80 to 20.
Yes, because they don't make Champions League. They don't make European competition. So they don't have those TV rights with the Adidas deal, bro.
You sure about that? It's like 80%.
I'm guys, can somebody send me that thing about the financial? Tryon said yes because of no Europe. I'm sure it was because there was no European competition.
Yeah, I understand there's penalties. I understand that. But I mean, there's penalties not being in Europe, but fuck, from 80 to 20.
Let me get it. Let me see.
And look, next season also, speaking of Chelsea qualifying to the Champions League, they put us in pot 2 because of Chelsea.
We would have been in pot 2 anyway, weren't we?
No.
Ready?
If Chelsea didn't qualify, no.
I would have taken that. No, because Aston Villa would have been in there, and Aston Villa have higher coefficient than us, don't they? They not have a higher coefficient.
I don't know what's the coefficient for Aston Villa, but I don't believe it's higher than Arsenal.
I don't know, maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. But what is this? So yeah, so it says some of the bonds carry an unconventional sorry, what is this? What is this? I'm sure it was this one.
It's a good shout, Kelly, but he's a pace merchant. He's talking about Martinelli. Do you think renewing for Trossard, that means they want to sell Martinelli?
No, they want to keep both of them.
And sign a winger.
Which, to be honest, can't lie, because I was speaking to Terry. I was speaking to Terry about this, and I can't lie, it's not really a bad shout. It's not really a bad shout to keep both of them, because you want to have depth, you want to have strength and depth in your team. This is what it's going to have to be. You're going to have multiple players who can play these positions. You know what I mean? You're going to have these players, as well as bringing in a starter, somebody who can start, who is top level on that left wing. But somebody who can come in for him is a Martinelli, or somebody that can come in for him maybe is a Trossard. And if like the strikers need a rest.
Yeah, but I'm looking at, we have Havertz, we have Jesus.
No, the striker is not Havertz. Havertz is going to be moving back into the midfield.
That's the most devastating decision that will be.
Yeah, of course, 100%. It's disgusting, and it stinks, and it reeks. But this is the situation that we're in with the manager. So, the manager is going to do this. The manager is going to do this, and this is just a situation that they're in at the moment. But yeah, Twisted. Normally, it is quality over quantity, 100%. But with us, we need quantity as well right now. Because if we have a similar season to the one that we just had, where we were stripped to the bare bones, where we had to start using midfielders as attackers. It's mad. So it's not always quality over quantity. That may work in certain aspects, but it doesn't work. And this season showed that it doesn't work. That quality over quantity stuff. It doesn't. Because what happens when your quality players go out? Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't work out like that. So and then your other quality players are stretched to the bare bones, and then they start getting injuries, and then it's just a domino effect. It just keeps on knocking out. Every dominoes get knocked down, and it just keeps on going off. So yeah, listen, I think for Newcastle, it's amazing for them making a Champions League. I think for Chelsea, it's amazing for them to make the Champions League for their clubs, obviously, and for City, who have had not the best of seasons. Yes. So them three teams making Champions League,
And Tottenham.
and Tottenham, of course, and Tottenham. Them four teams making Champions League, getting the Champions League, getting the Champions League spots. Sorry. Sorry, I was just putting in a thingy. So them teams making Champions League is very, very good, because they're going to get the financials and the money from the Champions League in regards to TV rights and all that stuff. Be able to use that. They're going to get increased revenue, which is going to help them to bring transfers in. Do you know what I mean? Be able to put that towards the football pitch and be able to improve their squads.
So attract players. Players want to play in the
I
UCL.
I think for Spurs, it's not as mad, to be honest, because we don't know how their owners are going to be spending that money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
City, you know that they're going to be doing a madness. They're already in for Reinders and all of this stuff. And Newcastle, they're already speaking to the likes of Mbeumo. They're speaking to the likes of this and the likes of that. So they're going to be doing a lot of business as well. On top of us, we're going to be doing business as well. So all of these clubs are going to be doing business. Chelsea, I don't know what they're going to do. I think now with Champions League, they've got money to do business, and they've got the ability to give players more higher wages now, instead of the bullshit that they've been doing, which was, I think it was like a 150k max they could give them, or some stuff like that. I'm not sure exactly how it worked. Do you know what I mean?
But you said it. Having Chelsea, Newcastle, City, all of these, that even pushes you harder to complete your signings and your targets as soon as possible, because you might miss out. I mean, if Chelsea decides, for example, to go to you for Eucharist, why not? Eucharist can go to them. They fit the bill. They can pay the money. They are in the Champions League. So that's why I'm shocked that Arsenal, until now, we didn't sign a single player. The only club that I'm seeing that is acting seriously in this transfer market is Liverpool. They're going mad this season. They're going for Verts. They're already done with Frimpong. They're getting Kirkes. So that they are, addressing where the areas they need to address, and they are, getting superstars as well. And this is something that we were supposed to do, because we need those players more than Liverpool. Liverpool are trying to maintain their league and retain it, but for us as Arsenal, we were chasing this for the past 4 or 5 years. So when is it? When can we put the nail in the coffin and say, okay, we want to win it this season? And so far, we're not showing any seriousness. It's something that I cannot fathom or understand what's going on behind the scenes in Arsenal and Arsenal board, and the conversation that is happening upstairs. It's something that I cannot understand, to be honest. And it's quite obvious what we need. Even my youngest small brother that cannot tell.
That me, or is that him lagging?
I think you're lagging. You lagged a bit. Okay, you're back.
Oh yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, sorry, I was lagging there for a hot second, man. Can you hear
No,
me?
Kelly, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Look, Kelly, I'm not
You hear-
panicking. It's just frustrating, knowing what you need and you don't go for it.
Yeah, but
That.
nah, I can't lie. You are panicking a bit too early, bro.
Mhm.
You're for,
Look,
I'll be real. We've
when you
already
see
got
the
Zubimendi over the
look
line. Yeah, we've already
when you see,
announced Zubimendi.
okay.
Zubimendi is done.
Mm-hmm.
They said that the reason why they haven't gone for a striker is because they genuinely wanted to wait to see what would happen
Wait
with
for it.
Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Can you
It's
hear me?
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's done.
Yeah. Yeah. So they
Season's
wanted
done.
to wait to see what would happen with Newcastle. Okay, so they're not gonna. After Newcastle didn't get Champions League, they're not straight away gonna go 2 hours later and say, "Okay, let's put in a bid right now and buy this guy." Like, do you know what I mean? Transfers just don't get over the line. Like, there's paperwork, there's contracts, there's
Liverpool done it.
installments. Yes, but they haven't got the official here we go yet for
Yeah,
this
but
Mertz
but
deal.
they
You know what
got
I mean?
Frimpong, they gotta get Crickets, they gotta got.
Yeah, they've only signed Frimpong. That's it. Frimpong is
Mhm.
the only one that they've signed. You've heard a lot about them. We've heard a lot about
Y-
Arsenal as
y-
well.
y-
Arsenal are linked.
I'm not panicking. I'm traumatized. There's a big difference, because Arsenal's
Yeah,
always linked to many players. We're linked to Rodrigo. We're linked to that and this, and we never get anything done. That's where my trauma comes in and kicks in. It's not that I'm panicking. I'm traumatized from the transfer and shambolic negotiation, stuff that we do behind the scenes. It's just awful. And I thought with having Berta, he'd get shit done, and he was here since quite a while. He could have done his homework, his background work a long time ago.
yeah, but it's not always gonna be straight away like just doing a madness and do you know what I mean? It's there's too many factors to take in. I'll be real. Like as a big club, you can't just do transfers like that. Especially with us, with PSR, with all of this shit, all these fucking letters that they start to bring out. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, I'd agree with Tryon on what he's saying here, where he says if a couple of weeks have gone by and we haven't signed anyone, then yes, I think that is the time to start like, whoa, what are we doing here? Do you know what I mean? But
So I like to be reactive than
I'll be
proactive.
no, but why? So here's the thing: you sit here and panic right now, and then in like 4 days' time, we go and put a bid in and we get the here we go for like a Victor Yokeres or something. And it was like, bro, why were you panicking then? They just
Okay.
done it, bro. Do you know what I mean? So if a long time, like 2-3 weeks have gone by, and 2-3 weeks is not even gonna be like freaking the window ended, bro. That's gonna be like the first month of the window. So I'll be real. It's a for me, I look at the situation that we're in at the moment. We need a striker. They've got Sesko. They've got Sesko and they've got Gyökeres on their list. Those are the two main targets that they're looking at. Obviously, Isak is now wiped off because he's not going to come.
Mhm.
So, do you know what I mean? We just right now we just have to look at our situation, and then do you know what I mean? We just have to look at what's going on.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Callie. Is having a trauma from such things. 2 months that we're chasing Marino.
But that was under the old one.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
under
yeah.
the old
I know. But you know what? Seeing is believing. So we are at the end of May. So we'll wait and see. It's just
one. Yeah,
that the competition is high this summer.
yeah,
Having
a
all these
hundred
clubs.
percent, and I agree. I
Mm.
agree. And it right now because it's very very competitive in the market. A lot of players are going to be going for different players. Do you know what I mean? Tamina sent me something about. Let me see this. What has Tamina sent me? What has Tamina sent me? Big up to you, Tamina, because you keep me up to date with all of this shit. That stuff, sorry. Apologies, I didn't mean to swear. You keep me up to date with all of this stuff, so big up to you, Tamina, honestly. Have you sent me a message, Tamina? Because I can't see it. Oh, okay, yeah, I did. It was. Oh, okay. I don't know if this guy is real, but yeah.
So here's a comment from Insomniac saying talk about Julian Alvarez. Well, I think Alvarez is a bang on signing. Is a good player, very very good player. He can play on the left. He can play as a striker. But I would rather go for Eucharist as a marksman, the fox in the box type of player.
I'll be completely real. I think with that, it's good. Yeah. I think it's a good signing, but I don't think it's the level raiser like a Victor Gyökeres.
Yes.
If that's replacing Victor Gyökeres, or if that's instead of Victor Gyökeres, then I don't want to get him. I don't want to. I'd rather get Victor Gyökeres than get Julian Alvarez. I'm all good, mate. I'll be completely real. Because, yes, his goal scoring is all right. His goal scoring is not Victor Gyökeres. Do you know what I mean?
It's better than what we have, if I'm being honest.
My nan is better than what we have. But I don't want to go find my nan, do I? Brother, come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Do you know what I mean? Caddy, I am serious, bro. I am serious. Do you know what I mean? In theory, we should get both of them. In theory, we should sell Jesus and we should get Julian Alvarez and we should get Victor Gyökeres. And on top of that, get like a Rafael Leao and put him on the left wing. Then you're sorted.
Yeah. I mean, you got to do
But
some
with Julian
selling there.
Alvarez, what are Atletico Madrid going to ask for now? They
Yeah,
spent
100.
they spent money on this guy.
What was it,
Big
80?
money. Yeah. I think it was 80, 90 million.
Mm.
So they spent big money, bro.
Well, he showed that he's worth it, man. I mean, this season he was bang on.
No, definitely, but I still think Victor Gyökeres is right now is the bagsman that we need, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I agree 100% on that. We need a 9. We need a number 9.
That's what we need, bro. We don't need somebody who could play in the. Do you know what I mean? And even at City, bro, he wasn't able to grab that spot with both hands, bro, and say, "Yeah, you know what? I'm taking this." Do you know what I mean? But listen, I definitely think transfers will come. I think right now we just need to relax for a bit. I think, guys, we're gonna do the overall squad review on Friday because Friday is gonna be the big episode where we, sit down, discuss the whole Arsenal. That unfortunately will be for anybody who isn't an Arsenal fan. Unfortunately, you'll have to watch that, but that's gonna be the case. It's gonna be all Arsenal because we're gonna be speaking about best moments, worst moments, player of the season. Do you know what I mean? All of that good stuff. So we're going to be doing all of that stuff. But listen, Sami, I do appreciate you coming through, bro. I mean, we're going to wrap it up here. Unless you wanted to speak about anything else. If you have anything.
No, I'm good. Yeah, it's just I'm gonna work on the 2 options that we have. Cisco, and Eucharist. So I'm gonna do some breakdown on them too in the upcoming 2 days. Hopefully, for me, I want Eucharist. I really want Eucharist. I've seen the player, but I didn't really watch Cisco. But numbers speaks. I only need to see the numbers. I don't really need to see how Cisco's playing to tell me that Cisco is good or bad. And it's a big gamble to go, especially the price are very close. I think Eucharist is a bit slightly higher because of the fees. sponsor fees or whatever. But still, I would go with Eucharist. I would break the bank for him. And Man United, I read today some of the sources in Portugal saying that it's impossible that he would go to Man United. So then we need to capitalize on this and just seal the deal. And on that note, that's all I want to say. I wanna see a strong summer to make me have a breather, and maybe we can enjoy watching Arsenal again, man, instead of being like a banged dog here.
100%, and I think that will come, man. I think that will come. We just have to wait. Do you know what I mean? And eventually it will come, but it's just gonna take some time. Do you know what I mean?
I can't see why you usually wear a cap. Okay. Okay.
What's that?
No, it's just Tahir saying I can't see why you usually wear a cap. What do you mean? Anyways,
is he cussing me out?
No, I think me, but it's fine.
Here, bro. Can you stop being a fraud? Can you stop cussing out the panelists? You fraudulent piece of work, bro. This guy, bro. Relax.
But yeah, on that note, let's wrap it up, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, big up to everybody who has tuned in, man. Listen, we're gonna pass you guys over to Don Hassam, of course, because he's doing A-listers where Igawa is probably getting cooked. So go over there, smash the like.
I think we're gonna go watch them. I want to hear what Igawa's gonna say.
Igawa's gonna be shameless, bro. I already know he's gonna be shameless. I know it for a fact. This guy is actually shameless. But anyway, peace out, people. Love for the love. Peace.